Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Red Dirt and Stardust, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition science fantasy western and pirate campaign. There is a little bit of a warning for fantasy violence, but it should be a lot more tame than the last one. So, where we last left our intrepid heroes, they had been called by Mayor Ivan to explore the mine, seeing as how the accident with the ship had awoken some things deep within the mine. This was done in exchange for and in combination with several other favors that are to come in hiring a ship so that they can finally go to the Shadowfell system to hunt down Corrigan Blake, who had made her way there presumably with a giant murderous automata owl that could shoot laser beams out of its eyes, known as Bubo Alpha. They
AKA.
ventured in murder owl. They
Yeah.
ventured into the mines and faced several rust monsters that, luckily, due to the amount of magical items they had on them, did not affect them and could not rust them. They fell easily. We are now back in the mines with these rust monsters dead and the spells running out or being let go. There is now a lion that is with you for a little while. I think it's only an hour.
I don't remember.
I can check really quick because I think it is only an hour. Oh, the creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Jesus.
Cool.
So have fun
I,
with that. Also,
you
you
just
can
have a
pull 2 more
bag of
animals out.
lions?
It essentially I can summon like a certain.
I'm asking that in character.
Yeah, and I'm answering in.
Oh, okay. I thought you were all right.
You can pull 3 of those, so
essen-
that's one of your 3 for the day.
You can make
Yeah.
3 lions a day.
No, unfortunately, I cannot summon 3 lions a day. I mean, I technically could if fate was so kind, but essentially, it's more or less random.
Oh.
All right. Do we want to take a moment to rest and recuperate before we move on?
Yes,
I
please.
was woefully underprepared for this little excursion. I think that's a wise idea.
Very well.
Perhaps we should come up with a plan before facing down an elemental.
Right. Chauncey, you seem to know something or other about this creature. What do you think our plan of attack should be?
How much do I know about this creature, DM?
If you would like to make a nature check, you may, but they did say, the stone speaker did mention that these things are from the plane of Earth. While they are on the plane of Earth and soaking in the energy from the elemental plane itself and able to eat gemstones and ores to their heart's content, they are sane and able to do things like carry on conversations. However, now that they are on the material plane where the energy is limited and the only thing that they can get is from ores and gemstones, they are crazed, barely able to speak, basically animals. And a frontal assault was recommended by the stone speaker.
So I got a 23 on my nature check. So yeah, Chauncey's just gonna be like, well, I mean, with what the speaker told us, it's an elemental reduced to bestiality while trapped on the material plane, and none of us appear to have the magical prowess to return it peacefully, so it's
Wait, did you
best
say
to
it's
put it out of
reduced
its
to bestiality?
like a bestial nature. What do you think I'm saying?
Right. Never mind.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. I would never mind.
Committing an egregious sin.
Buchanan.
I'm suddenly having a Baldur's Gate flashback.
Oh God.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh,
I
that,
remain
that, that,
fast
that,
on one
that
of my
above game, that's a
papers.
player mistake, not a Chauncey mistake. I thought it had two different. Only has one. Oh yeah, a bestial nature. I'm my brain. Well, if we're going for a full frontal assault, perhaps you should let Lovey May and I go first, or we could potentially, we've only seen two, maybe three fights at this point, but Velantrios appears to know some forms of magic that could slow it down or or the thing with the vines and thorns that could be helpful if you could ensnare it briefly while I run up to it. It seems that when we fight multiple enemies, you all get swarmed by them faster than I can deal with them, and that is not what we want to do with this. We could try tricking it, perhaps, if it's truly down to its basest nature. It would need food.
I already offered that.
I believe we did discuss that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the elder didn't think that was a good idea.
Oh no, I'm not saying food to try taming it. I'm saying we can trick it with food and then kill it.
Yeah, that's essentially what I offered.
Mm-hmm.
With silver veins as rich as the ones that are in this mine, it's very unlikely that a single handful of gemstones would deter it from a wall of silver.
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, we go after it and try to rush it down as quickly as we can and don't let up.
Above game, Chauncey, what can you make like offhand, like just randomly? Do you have any more of that shit left?
I can technically, with the way that we're tackling the infusions now, I can just infuse 2 items per day and they stick as long as I keep the infusions in my head. So if you ask,
and as long as you stay alive. If
And
you
as long as I
die,
stay
it is
alive.
1d12 days after death that the items stop working.
So if you ask nicely,
You could maybe do something about this axe.
oh, yeah. I mean, while we're taking, you just watch as Chauncey rifles through his bag before he pulls out like his sewing kit. Weirdly enough, but his sewing kit, he kind of just fiddles around with it before it glows like into a red hot aurora and just like a ditto shapeshifts while he uses right tool for the job, which lets him change any it lets him create pretty much, or no, it's either right tool for the job or it's his multi-purpose tool. His multi-purpose tool can shapeshift into any artisanal tool in the game.
Cool.
And he's proficient with it. So he's gonna be like, oh, pass it here. It's going to be a little bit of a rush job, but here.
Sure is better than nothing.
And he's gonna just hammer away at it quickly, and each hammer strike, not with his oversized hammer, but this like working hammer, each hammer strike just shoots off sparks that are dramatic, and obviously they shouldn't spark like that unless it was red hot, but it's Artificer bullshit. So we're gonna infuse it with enhanced weapon, so it gets +1.
+1 to attack and damage?
Yep. And it doesn't require
so it's
attunement.
basically now a +1 axe.
I just needed something that wasn't gonna rust.
Does anybody else?
Or something better.
I can only do that like one more time today. Does anyone else need something fixed up?
I still have the shield.
Is anyone wearing armor, perhaps?
I'm wearing armor.
Wait, does Virgil's head turn? Is he wearing armor?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, I gave you the webcam. He kind of
You asked. I was just answering the question.
Wait, you can improve my armor right here?
Come over here.
Do I need to take it off?
Let me double check if you actually have to take it off or if I can just do it right now.
It should say something like if the item is not worn or carried, or if
like,
it doesn't say anything like that, then yeah, you can literally just hit him with your hammer and make his armor magic.
You can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your infusions, turning it into a magic item.
Yep.
So Chauncey's like his little kit of like weapons tools just shape shifts back into his usual multi-purpose tool, which takes the form of like a cutesy sewing kit that like obviously looks a little bit like an amigurumi because everything he does looks a little bit like an amigurumi or like adjacent to a teddy bear. And he's just like coming. He pulls you forward and he just starts stitching on your neck, like the neck part of the armor. It's too intimate.
Yeah.
In the back of his head, he knows it, but he doesn't fucking care.
You see like the illusion kind of like flicker a little bit and little bits of red skin poke through.
Yeah.
Also, maybe Chauncey's doing it for his own gratification. But like,
Mm.
you do see like a tongue moment where at first it starts off at the corner of his mouth while he's concentrating, and then he just like across because he's a fucking vampire. But he never pricks the neck with the needle, but it's going to be infused with enhanced defense.
So that is a +1.
+1.
AC.
Also does not require attunement. These infusions don't.
All right, so it is a +1 on top of what the armor already gives.
Yep. Enhanced defense can go on armor or shields. Important.
And so that's what the button shield is.
Yep. That's also what the armor Chauncey's wearing has on it.
Of course.
It's fine. So I will spend our little short rest. I'm gonna recover the 3 hit points I lost spending what's my hit die?
8?
Yeah, it's a D8, but
D8.
my con mod is already higher than the amount of.
Oh, so it doesn't matter what you roll.
Yeah, I'll at least recover all of it.
What do I have to roll for a short rest?
If you click on short rest, it'll show you.
Where's that?
Yeah, up at the top.
Yeah,
There
if you
should be a
go to
long rest and short rest button up.
Mhm.
You don't have to spend it if you don't want to. If you have abilities that come back on a short rest, you should probably use that button to reset them. But you don't have to spend any hit dice unless you absolutely want to. They will restore your health.
Right.
And also you will have to click the button and then click the button again within 3 seconds to confirm that it's what you want to do.
Is it just on home or is it under like skills?
It's up at the top next to your health.
Yep.
The very top bar next to your health.
It has to be full screened. It can't be a small window. Right under, or right above your
There we go.
right above your proficiency. Yeah.
Yep. So you hit short rest, and then you can hit however many hit dice you want to spend, and then you can hit confirm, but it'll turn green. You have to hit it again. It wants you to confirm it within like 3 seconds of you hitting confirm. It's kind of stupid. It just wants to make sure that you're not wasting it or resetting your character without you needing to.
Yeah.
Right. So I can I have 4 short rests that I can.
No, you have 4 hit die that you can spend on a short rest. You don't have to spend them all. So essentially it'll roll a D8 and add your con modifier and then give that to your health. If you spend all 4, you will have none until you take a long rest, and then you'll get 2. Because you always get half back on your long rests.
All right, so I'll just do it. Confirm. Short rest taken.
All right.
Yeah, you're good. So anything that resets on a short rest should have to reset them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it still has me at 28 hit.
You have to,
points.
when you go do the short rest, you check the boxes to how many hit dice you want to spend, and then you have to click the numbers that it spawns there, and then it'll roll those dice.
It's a lot.
It's a little clunky.
It is very clunky.
It's very clunky.
It is clunkier than dumping a whole pantry worth of pots and pans down a flight of stairs.
There you go. You got it. I can see it. It worked.
Hell yeah.
Hallelujah.
Awesome.
All right.
Jed will, in his regular voice, thanks, Chauncey. I appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Velantrios is just resting against his lion.
The lion is just laying there, happy to be there.
Yeah, Marcus is just slumped up against the wall, whew. I haven't worked this hard in a minute.
It's
Weren't you hauling wood before this?
Believe you me, that was much easier.
All right. If we're all feeling rested,
Rested as we're gonna get.
Chauncey's gonna use his other free a day spell from his mommy.
from his
Captain
mom.
Alacrity's daddy. Let's do mommy's side and cast False Life on ourselves. He's gonna get 6 temporary hit points for the next hour.
Nice.
All right. Nice.
Helpful.
So you all begin to head deeper into the mines after your rest. As you head deeper and deeper, it becomes quieter and quieter. The continual flames become fewer and farther between, and more hallways jut off of the main sort of corridor that begins to spiral down deeper into the earth, where it gets colder little by little, dropping by a degree every once in a while. As you continue, there's one hallway that you come up on that has boards that are kind of there's a barricade that is put up in front of this particular hallway, and one of the continual flames aims a light directly down it. It opens up into a chamber. As you look down it, there is something down there. If you would like to make a perception check, you may.
Yeah.
This mysterious hallway.
I've been forgetting the guidance myself this whole time.
Uh-oh.
Perception.
Where are you?
Yeah. Skills. There we go. Oh, that's a 10.
I got a 9 because I had to subtract a 2 off of it.
Oh,
That's a 9.
Oh no.
Yeah, we suck.
We're not wise people.
1 second. I probably got this. Give me a second. I'm trying to fucking figure out how to roll D4 by itself. Okay, never mind. Only +1. And then that's a 15.
All right. It's convenient that you got that, because looking down this hallway, you see it looks like it should be a door. It has a seam down the middle of it. But the reliefs on it look incredibly familiar. You've seen this door before in a dream that you have a lot when you speak with your patron.
Oh.
He's behind that door.
You don't know.
Is this the only way forward?
This is like one of the many hallways off, because this is like strip mining, where they go down, they carve a main route, and then they carve just off the route every certain number of feet. Cool. They carve a tunnel just straight down and then mine everything out.
We don't have any directions of like where. This is the Xorn, is that what it's called?
It's called a Xorn, yes. You have no idea where it is at the moment. You just know it's in the mine.
So there's no guarantee down that direction of where I see my patron stuff.
There's no guarantee that it's down there.
Open the door.
No. I'm gonna walk away from it.
You seem oddly interested in that particular direction. Do you think the creature's that way?
Just checking to see if I see anything for it.
Are there any like claw marks or anything on the ground?
Not at the moment.
Damn.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Don't you have a thing about above game. Don't you have a thing about like detecting creatures or something like that with your druid stuff?
Well, the other thing is that my lion has keen smell.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, I did not roll the perception for my lion.
Do it.
Can you,
Shit.
do you know what your lion knows? Can you
Lion
talk
has
to lion?
advantage on wisdom perception. The perception, which is
Involving smell.
Yeah.
Only involving
Lovey
smell,
May's
so not
perception.
sight.
Okay.
Lovey May's perception.
Yeah, I mean she's proficient in it. She doesn't have. She gets.
Oh damn.
She gets 2 times my proficiency bonus added to her perception checks.
Oh damn.
She doesn't have any wisdom though, so it's just going to be +4.
Yeah, but
Oh, cool.
so
she got an 8.
So essentially, I just have to roll a d20 for my lion's keen smell, right?
If they're smelling something, yeah, it would be twice.
So like
take the higher
track
number.
down
If
the
it's smell.
animal.
Yes.
Roll. Ooh, 15.
All right. All right. Your lion does appear to smell something. You can't read its mind. You're not psychically connected to it, but it does kind of sniff the air and kind of trot forward towards the continuing down the main thoroughfare.
Towards the
like
doors,
right?
like off to the side.
Yeah, it's down a hallway off to the side. You all kind of notice there's something down there, but like didn't really catch your eye in the same way that it caught Jedidiah's eye.
Okay.
So, do you think we might want to follow him?
I mean, it sounds it seems as if he senses something. I say we follow it.
All right. Tag along after a lion.
Sure.
So it begins to move down the main thoroughfare, as you all do. And at this point, a few minutes down, you begin to see claw marks. It's weird. This is hard stone, but it looks like somebody dragged their hand through clay before grabbing a huge hunk of it and ripping it out of the wall. You see more of these marks. And you get to a very large chamber where it opens up into a huge cavern. There is not a lot of light in here. There's a few continual flames here and there where obviously mining operations had taken place. But there is huge stalagmites and stalactites here that are sparkling with silver. The continual flame bounces light around this place. It is dim, but you can see most of it. And you do see there is a creature. It's a very weird creature. It seems to have 2 arms that it's using. You can see that it has 3 fingers on these arms as it's clawing away, but it also has another arm that seems to reach over the top of where its head should be, but it doesn't seem to have one. It is a very triangular shaped creature coming to a point where it looks like there's 3 huge legs that come off of it. And as it drops these rocks in, it's almost like you hear the sound of grinding wheels of some kind as it's dropping these rocks directly into its opened head. And it's just doing that. It's probably at this point about 200 feet away, just ripping apart this stalagmite.
I go up to my lion's side and kneel next to its head, and I'm like, good boy.
All right. I will also see this thing is thoroughly distracted by eating as much silver as it can.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I have anything I should like pop off like before we do the thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Guess we should just try to sneak up on it, get as close as we can.
Yeah. What he said?
It seems pretty distracted right now.
Yeah.
Probably should try to get closer and while it's distracted.
Stealth check.
Yes, stealth check.
Doesn't Chauncey have
He has
disadvantage?
disadvantage because of his
I will
armor.
cast guidance on
Yeah,
you.
because of the arm.
Disadvantage, but a D4 for Chauncey. Everybody else rolls regular.
Oops.
Oh god.
Am I in the right place, or is it just regular abilities?
No,
Regular abilities.
What?
Oh wait,
Skill.
no, it's skills. Skills.
Yeah.
Sorry. Me
Marcus got
dum-dum.
15.
Okay, not too bad.
Acrobatics, athletics.
Stealth is at the bottom because it's in alphabetical
It's
order.
alphabetical.
Oh,
yeah.
I just have to scroll down further.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, for Christ's sakes.
2.
I rolled a 3.
Jedidiah got an 8.
Chauncey got a 10. And Lovey May probably didn't do much better. What's a Steel Defender's stealth check? Ouch. Lovey May and Chauncey both got 10s. That's
So
fitting.
you all kind of look at each other and kind of shush, and you begin to creep forward. And at first, you do so well. You do so well at first. Before who got the lowest?
I believe I did.
Velantrios, you step on a rock wrong, and you slip. You don't fall, but you windmill a little bit, knocking into one of your other companions. The rock goes shooting out, clattering along the stone. The lion snorts in retort. Everybody kind of, oh shit, not thinking for a hot second. And the Xorn turns around. It has a single eye in the center of its body that blazes as it sees you. And then with thunderous footsteps, it starts charging, windmilling all 3 of its arms as it roars with the sound of grinding wheels, as it seems its teeth, as it aims its body downward a little bit to try and get at you faster. You watch as its teeth, despite the fact that the inside of its mouth is fleshy, it has rows and rows of teeth that almost swirl like a blender. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Fabulous.
You all are so good at this.
12.
Baby. Okay, Chauncey got a nat 20 plus his Gift of Alacrity and his Dex is a 25.
Good lord.
I got 12.
Same.
12 for Velantrios. This thing, oh my goodness. And Jed.
21.
21. My goodness. All right. So we will start with Chauncey. I'm going to say this thing moves forward. It is going to, yeah, I'm going to say it can move its movement speed. So it moves 20 feet. This thing is lumbering. It's very heavy. Its skin is rocky as it gets closer into the light. Its skin appears to be made almost like a sort of mesa red cobblestone. Scales all over its body, its eye blazing orange as it's windmilling its 3-fingered claws and running forward. I will say that now it is 180 feet away because it managed to move 20 feet from its 200 feet point. So it is 180 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna I've got my maul out instead of my gun, so I'm just gonna charge forward with Lovey May. I guess I will. Do I want to dash? If I dash, I might be able to get there. Next round. So yeah, I'm just gonna dash at it with Lovey May, and so Chauncey's gonna move 70 feet, and technically she can move 80, but she's gonna stop at 70 feet with him. Because he has a movement speed of 35 and she has a movement speed of 40.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because vampire and robot.
Yes.
But we're charging directly at it in the direct line of sight. I'm squaring up Got my pyre maul all sparkly and glowing orange, like it's fresh out the forge still. And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So we're then going to move to Jed.
Tried and true, best combo I have right now, Flaming Sphere.
How far can you get Flaming Sphere?
Let me see. I think it has a decent range. 60 feet away.
And it's coming at us, so.
So I can summon it 60 feet away, and then I can slam it. I can move it an additional 30 feet.
Oh, wow.
With my bonus action.
So that only gets it 90 feet.
How far away is it?
180.
180.
Oh, God. I didn't know that. I should pick closer
It's
attention.
charging across the open stone floor of this mine.
It's 180. God, I don't think there's literally anything I can hit it with. I guess I'll summon my Flaming Sphere.
Yeah,
yeah, you can have it out.
it'll run over it eventually. Like
it's like really far away, guys. What do we do?
It doesn't. This thing does not move fast.
Yeah, I mean, the longest range thing I have is Firebolt, and that's only 120. So,
oh, and you can't move up far enough to.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, I'm gonna
womp.
I'm gonna just sit. I guess I could, if I really wanted to, I could run Misty Step and then Firebolt.
If you want to, you can.
So I will not do that.
Just to get a Firebolt off. Yeah,
I'll just summon my Flaming Sphere and be done.
You know what would be great at this range and this thing slowly lumbering forward, though? Looking at you, Velantrios. It's the thing you've been trying to do.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spike growth.
What are you saying? What now?
Spike growth.
This is like the perfect situation for a spike growth.
Oh, spike growth.
Wide open floor, 90-foot range with a 20-foot radius. It takes 1d4 piercing damage per 5 feet it moves across, and this thing is dumb.
Yeah.
This is a perfect situation for the very thing you've been doing for this entire campaign, which, speaking of, who has the higher dex between Marcus and Velantrios?
I have a +2.
Dex is under abilities.
I also have a +2.
What are we
roll
rolling?
off? Roll d20s, add your dexterity, and tell me what you get.
20.
What did you see? What did you get?
20.
Of course you did. I got a 17.
All right, so Marcus goes first. So it'll be Marcus, and then Velantrios, and then the Xorn.
See, above game, the thing is, I'm like trying not to whip out certain shit that like would give away that it's not Marcus.
Very true.
So like, also, yeah, I'm kind of like fucking myself there.
So yeah, that deck's not coming out, I guess.
Let's see. We'll see how this goes.
Very true.
Let's shit, I don't know if I want to do that. Let me see. Also, just realized Armor of Agathis is not concentration.
So does that mean it's still up?
Probably. If it's been less than an hour.
Yep.
Which,
I'll say that was probably less than an hour.
Oops.
I'm gonna say it's probably like 5 or 6 minutes to the end of the hour. So this thing is running out.
Let's go. What, Chauncey? You've got some temp HP on right now.
Yep, I have 6 temp HP up.
All right. Well, then let's. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna heroism twice.
How can you heroism twice?
No. I mean, not in the same turn. I mean,
okay. Yeah, I was about to say,
No. I'm thinking out loud. I'm gonna give one to. Let's give it to Velantrios right off the bat. This one. We'll cast it. So you're gonna have 3 temp HP, Velantrios. You can add that. And then
so until the spell ends, you're going to get that back every turn. Every turn, the 3 temp HP is going to vanish, and then you're going to get 3 new ones.
Yep.
It's a little bit confusing because temp HP never stacks. It always goes with the highest. So that means it's constantly deleting itself. But if you lose hit points, you get 3 back at the beginning of the turn, which is nice until heroism ends. That's why Jedidiah went down for one of the times in the first episode, because he had 3 temp HP, and then that temp HP went away, and he was at 0 again.
It did.
Okay, so do I apply that after I take damage?
Nope, you can do it right now. You just go and click on your...
Yeah, and it is at the beginning of your turn. So at the beginning of each of your turns, you get 3 temp HP, but the old temp HP, if you have temp HP, goes away.
Correct. Yes. We'll walk you through it if you need it.
Yeah, heroism's a bit confusing for a lot of people.
Oh shit, I don't
even veterans.
That's ranged. I guess I'll bonus action a bardic inspiration, and we'll give that to Chauncey. Let's say he does some kind of, it's really been a pleasure working with you. You seem very capable, and I have faith in you. I do.
I feel, I've been having such a bad day. Thank you.
I love Mark. He's a nice guy. He's a
very nice guy. All right.
We're not going to move. We're just going to chill.
All right. Velantrios.
Thank you.
Question of the day. Would you like to spike growth?
Nah, I think I'll do create water.
Bro.
Mold earth. I'll do spike growth.
All right. And I think it has a really weird stipulation where the spikes are invisible for some reason. I don't understand
let's
why.
See, the ground is a 20-foot radius covered, blah, 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 sprouts, hard spikes, and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into it or within the area, it takes piercing damage for every 5 feet it takes. It is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom saving perception check against your spell.
Oh, cool.
Oh, any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast. Okay. So I'm going to say Chauncey. I'm assuming you're doing this just at 90 feet so that you can catch it as it's coming towards you. The 20-foot radius. Chauncey has not made it 90 feet, as far as I'm aware.
No, Chauncey and Lovey made it 70 feet.
So you would be right on the edge of it. I'm going to say the Xorn is too crazed to see it. However, you hear Velantrios cast a spell, and you watch as the ground shifts. And you see, right at the edge of where you were running, the ground at first looks like it's just extra rocky. But as you gaze down at it, kind of surprised, you realize it's covered in spikes. And you probably shouldn't run over it. So I will say, because Chauncey can see the area and is not crazed, you notice and you know this area is covered in thorns. The Xorn will not. And it is the Xorn's turn. It was 180 feet away. It is going to dash, which means it moves a whole 40 feet. So it's now 140 feet away.
Oh my
as it
God.
continues
20 feet of
lumbering.
movement.
It is so slow.
Isn't spike growth difficult terrain?
Yep.
It hasn't even hit the spike growth yet because
God.
the spike growth is 90 feet and then 20 feet out
forever.
from that. So it's 110 feet away, which means it needs to move another 30 feet. Next round, it'll step on the spike growth.
Yeah.
And we are back up to the top with Chauncey. You have just skidded to a stop in front of this difficult terrain that has just appeared that you know is covered in spikes and know will hurt you if you step on it. Okay. What would you like to do?
So it was at 180. I moved 70, so it was at 110. And then it just moved 20. So now the difference between...
No, it moved 40 because it dashed.
Oh, it just moved... Okay. Well, wait.
This
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is so
It moves
slow.
70 feet away from you.
It's 70 feet away from me. Cool. I'm gonna fucking use a spell.
Awesome.
I'm gonna post up for when it. I'm not gonna move any closer to it.
Because then you would hit the spike growth.
Yeah. Let's try this one out. AKA, I think the only ranged spell I have, because I'm normally supposed to be casting gun.
Casting gun. Very
Yeah.
true. I
Oh, wait.
cast gun.
It's 60 feet away from me, isn't it?
70, I
70.
think.
70 feet. Cool. I'm
You
gonna
can
hold
all-
an action to cast a spell when it gets closer.
All
That's
right.
all I can do.
And I'm assuming Lovey May is in the same boat.
Lovey May,
Well,
she's
she's
actually
melee.
gonna take the dodge action since she can't hit it.
Awesome.
So it has disadvantage attacking her, and if it attacks me, it also has disadvantage attacking me because of her reaction. We are the front
Cool.
line.
Very true.
That'll do.
All right, Jed,
Okay.
what you doing?
So the math here, it was 180. It moved 40. So the total away it is
$140.
yeah. So
If you didn't move at all.
I cast my flaming sphere at max range, which is 60. I moved it up to 90, so it was 90 feet away from me. I don't think my flaming sphere can even hit it in this turn. I
Nope,
can
it's
move my
still-
flaming sphere 30 feet closer to it, and that's all I can do with that.
Yeah, it's
But
110.
I think the math checks out that I
Next
can hit it with
turn.
a firebolt this turn.
Okay. Roll to attack as you launch
Yes.
your firebolt at it.
It moved 40, which reduced it down to 140 away. And if I move 20 forward or 30 forward, then that'll
Yeah.
put it less than 120 away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
can
know.
firebolt it.
It's a big old mine.
I mean, this thing is going so slow. We might as well just.
I got a nat
casually
20.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
You hit it directly in its squishy eyeball.
Ew.
Somehow.
And that is gonna be 17 fire damage.
Ooh, 17 fire. So that was max plus a roll of the die.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
That's it. Oh shit, I hit it. Hell yeah.
All
They go to
right.
long range on this one.
All right. So that means Marcus, it's your turn.
Oh gosh.
It's now
what
140
is it?
feet away as it's lumbering forward somehow really slow. This thing is so heavy. Its legs are so big.
Okay, I used up another bardic inspiration last turn, didn't I? Yeah, who did I give that to?
I had bardic inspiration.
Oh god, that's gross.
It's
Okay.
horrible.
Wait,
You gave it to Chauncey last turn.
no. Virgil, you still didn't use the one I gave you last battle, right?
I have not.
Okay, cool. Well, then we'll give one to Velantrios.
But it goes away after like 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Does it?
I think it does.
I don't know. I've never been a bard before. Hang on.
Let's Google it.
Bardic inspiration. It's division for 10. Yes, for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes.
So,
not have it.
sorry, Jed, you don't have it anymore. So
Okay,
Jed can
well,
get
then-
one.
Then yes, he does. We'll give it to him.
Cool.
Okay.
right.
We're gonna do that. And then what do we got? So that's my bonus action. Let's see what we got for stuff. Stuff. What have we for stuff? I'm gonna run closer.
Run closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash. No, I used my bonus action. I'm gonna run closer, and that's what am I gonna do with my action? I think I'm actually gonna. Yes, we'll run closer, and then. So that's gonna put me. I'm 30 feet, so that puts me 110 feet away from it.
I believe so. If it's a $140, yeah.
Currently, okay.
I'm gonna have to keep track of distances because, who boy.
Christ. So it's not even gonna. I was gonna say like, let me prepare something so if it gets in range, it'll go off. But I'm like, fuck, I don't even. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna hold my action for this turn.
What action would you like to hold?
No, I mean like literally, I just don't.
You're just
I
not
don't
going to act?
Yeah, like because I don't have anything. I was thinking about like preparing something like that would go off, but I literally don't even have anything that it would get within range of this round, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So, Velantrios, what would you like to do with your turn? You've cast Spike Growth.
Yeah, I did. How far away is it?
It's 140 feet away until its next turn, in which case it will then be 100 feet away.
I mean,
10 feet into the Spike Growth.
I don't really think there's any attacks that I have that could reach it.
You could wild shape though into something that could hit it. Maybe I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not taking.
I mean, yeah, I could wild shape. And I still have my line, I believe.
You
Yes,
do have
you
a
do.
pocket.
You have it until the next dawn or until it drops to 0 hit points. Just don't run it through the Spike Growth.
Yeah, I
Right,
don't
right.
plan on it. I mean, I could try getting it to move a little faster by trying to anger it by
Oh, it's moving as fast as it can.
oh
Yeah.
really, that is so
This
sad.
this is
Yes.
this is how fast. This is its top speed.
It's charging at us full bore at
It
20
has maxed
per
out the
round.
speedometer. It has maxed out the
Yeah.
speedometer. The speedometer is hitting the other side as hard as it can, about to break the glass. It cannot go faster.
Anybody else feel kind of bad?
Yeah, I do. We were expecting this big horrifying thing and it's moving so slowly.
It's just stupid.
Um,
It's big.
Kind of makes you wonder how them miners couldn't get away from it.
I mean, I guess I could cast Goodberry.
If you wanted
Okay.
to. I mean,
I
sure.
mean,
There's nothing else I can do at this point. It's too
Doesn't
far
it-
away from me to do anything.
I guess that'll get your HP up if you eat it.
yes.
Well, is there
I
anyone
will
else
say
who needs
this.
HP?
Goodberry, you can use Goodberry like a potion. So if somebody goes down and you don't have any healing items except for your good berries, you can literally just shove a good berry down someone's throat and it'll be like a potion as a bonus action.
Sort of
Because
like
it
giving a
grants
dog
one
shit.
hit point. It will get you up. I had
Okay.
there was a campaign with a druid who didn't take any healing spells, and that's how she got people back up. She would just pop a berry in their mouth.
Yep.
Literally what she did. Well, it's an action
okay.
to force feed someone, but it would be a berry to pop it yourself. It would be a bonus
Yeah.
action to pop it yourself. But anyway, you'd have 10 of them for 24 hours. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll cast Goodberry.
You watch as Velantrios just puts out his hand and boom, 10 berries appear in his hand.
Doing some gardening? What are we doing here?
Fruit. You brought fruit.
We listen.
This battle is
I know
going
plenty of us are already
weirdly.
plenty fruity, but
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness. So it's
So Goodberry.
the Xorn, it's gonna move 40 feet closer. So how much damage does it take per 10 feet?
let's see. I'm pretty sure it's
For 5 feet.
Per 5 feet.
Yep.
So it moves
Yeah,
10 feet in, so it's going to
terrain.
take the damage twice.
So they don't
So
lose
Then it
5
would
feet
only
then.
take it once.
So the way spike growth works, it takes damage when it enters the patch, and also for every 5 feet it moves inside of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it
it would take
takes-
it twice, but it would only go 5
Yes.
feet.
It
Correct.
takes two d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
So 2d.
So
Oh, that's
you'd be
nice.
rolling 4d4 right now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
This is all you. This is your you finally got some damage off the spike growth, man.
So roll 2d4.
4.
Roll 4d4.
4d4.
He's taken it twice.
Roll.
Very
That's gonna
big
be
and
12
stupid.
damage.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
12 damage
that's
12 damage. That's pretty good out of a spike growth, actually.
Also, because it finally moved within 30 feet of me, I'm going to use that held action.
ooh.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to cast
I should have
Caustic.
I should have asked you what that was, but
Yeah.
because you have to declare the action beforehand, but we'll just trust you on that
Oh.
one. So you
Oh
said
no, it's literally Chauncey's only ranged spell is Tasha's Caustic Brew. So
oh.
he's just gonna like kind of like
Flash acid in its face.
oh yeah
I
yeah.
think it
So
creates
he
an
kind
area,
of
doesn't it?
it's an AOE. It's a 30
it's a
foot
line.
So yeah,
30-foot line.
like
Also,
when he was
I had a sorcerer that used it.
yeah. So when he saw the spikes and didn't continue forward, he had reached into his bag because whenever you cast a spell as an artificer, you need to use either tools or something that's holding your infusion. It's his bag that's infused. So he kind of just shifts it to the side and the bag starts vomiting acid at it. It becomes like almost animated, like it is the little monster that it looks like as it starts puking a line of acid at him. And I need that Xorn to make a dex saving throw.
+0.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy.
19.
Oh shit. Did you
It
say
got a
19?
19. It got a 19.
Oh god damn it.
With a
Oh
plus
no.
gun.
With a +0, it got a 19.
That's amazing.
Literally
Yeah.
rolled a 19.
Well, there goes a
Fabulous.
spell slot. It doesn't work if they pass. Oh well, it's fine. I'm still
Yeah,
staying.
that's kind of a real
How
hit or miss
far-
spell.
How far away am I from it?
It is now 100 feet away from where it's 100 feet from to where you were
I'm
standing
not.
when this
Am I within
started.
60 feet?
How far did you move
Wait.
forward?
I move forward
20?
30.
Then no, you are 70 feet away.
70
Damn
feet
it.
away from it.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So that is the
assuming we're
Zorn's
working in
turn.
straight lines here because I'm not trying to get out the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, we don't need that. Not right now. Not right now. All right. So this thing is yep, it's lumbering
I
pretty
want to try to
slow.
explain to people from this world what a hypotenuse is.
Yeah, right.
All right, so we are back up to the top with Chauncey.
So height stepped what, 10 feet into the spike growth?
It stepped 5 feet into the spike growth because it's difficult terrain. So it
So-
halved its speed. So it is 5 feet into the spike growth. So actually, it would be 75 feet, not 70.
Yeah, 75. Yes, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
I'm also the only one who dashed forward, so I'm at the edge of the spike growth pretty much.
Oh,
So we
correct.
are
So
relatively close together.
you would be 35 feet away because the spike growth has a radius of 20 feet. It moved 5 feet in. Radius plus radius is 40 feet. So you're
Yeah.
35 feet away from it because you skidded to a halt directly at the edge of it as it formed. So you're 35 feet away from it.
Okay, let me see. I'm just checking. I'm 35 feet away from it. Gross.
Which actually would have meant that your Tasha's caustic
It
brew
does.
wouldn't have gone off.
It wouldn't have gone off. It wouldn't have been close enough.
No.
It's fine. I prematurely shot acid at it. It didn't even reach. I'm going to. Is it dumb? It's difficult terrain. It only is. Oh God, it's difficult.
It's difficult terrain and will damage you if you walk through it.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's kind of a no-go
Is
zone.
it in range of gun yet?
I could pull out the gun, but instead, I'm just going to.
I will not use the gun.
So it's only 35. Let me check the range on this other thing real quick.
Yeah, it is only 35 feet away from you, and it is moving very slowly.
Oh, this is going to be painful.
Even more slowly because of the spikes.
Oh yeah, this thing is. Depends on what it does, though. Next,
Is the area directly behind it? Is that difficult terrain with spike growth or no?
no, it is only in the area that the spike growth is affecting. So it has moved it. So it's standing in the first 5-foot
First
square of
square
difficult
of it.
terrain. Yeah, it's standing in
Okay.
the first 5-foot square of the difficult terrain. Everything behind it is clear sailing.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna either wind up in the spike growth or have to move through it to start.
Oh, are
So
you
I'm
Misty
gonna,
stepping?
huh?
Are
I'm
you
gonna
Misty
Misty
stepping?
Step. Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm
ooh,
gonna
okay.
Misty Step. But first I'm going to just have I'm just gonna be like, well, if it goes, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have Lovey May start. Well, no, it's my no, my bonus action has to be me Misty stepping. So it's 2d4 for every 5 feet we move through it.
Yes, and it is difficult terrain.
Okay,
So you'll have to use 10 feet for every 5 feet you move.
yeah, I'm gonna take 4 damage from the spike growth that hasn't even gone through my temp HP. This is
Well, it
fine.
would be 2d4 when you enter, 2d4
Yeah.
when you move 5.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well,
And then if you're moving another 5, that's going to be another 2d4.
okay. So 4 + 5 is 9. I'm only gonna so if it's only 35 feet, Misty Step will put me 30 feet after I move the first 5.
Will
that's
it?
it.
I thought it was 20. I thought
No,
Misty
Misty
Step is
Step's
only
30
20.
feet.
Misty
It's
Step's
30, yeah.
30. All
Yeah.
right. So yep, you move 5 feet in. You got to use 10 feet of movement to do that. But then poof, you appear right beside the Xorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the ground that's not spike growth behind it. And so yeah, I take 9 points of damage. There's my temp HP. And I will swing at it and try to attack it with my action.
Cool. Roll for it.
That is what is that? Plus proficiency plus intelligence +1 is +8. So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
You smash into this thing. It does feel like you're hitting a cobblestone street, but there is something fleshy and jiggly underneath.
it's going to take 17 points of bludgeoning mixed with fire damage. That is magical
Ooh.
because it's
Yes, it is magical, so you do not have to subtract anything. All right. You have actually done significant amount of damage to this thing.
yeah. That's all I'm going to do.
That's all you can. Okay.
The only thing she can do if I don't use my bonus action to command her is take the dodge action. So she's just
Which, I
chilling
mean,
at the edge of
fine.
the spike growth.
Probably in some sort of defensive pose, idling in a defensive pose.
Yeah.
All right.
Style.
Jed, what you doing?
I'm gonna move 30 feet closer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna slam it with my orb.
The orb.
Good old orb
right.
slam.
So it
I'm in the face with
has
your orbs.
+0 dexterity.
Hell yeah.
As last time we found out, it can avoid things somehow. However, it's not avoiding this because it rolled a 9.
Hell yeah. He takes 5 fire damage.
All right, as this thing slams into it.
And I'm gonna hit him with another firebolt.
Awesome. Roll it.
Oop. That is an 18 to hit.
The fire splashes across its cobblestone hide, but does not seem to do any damage.
Damn, its armor class is higher than 18.
Yes, it is, because it is made of rock. So is that the end of your turn?
That will be all.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Marcus.
Oh
What would
wait,
you
I
like
have
to do?
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Bardic
spend
Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration,
Yeah.
yes. Spend that
Spend
shit.
it.
Hit that boy.
it's
I will allow it.
D6. Roll. +2, 20.
All right, so it does hit.
Hell yeah.
You hit it right in its weird eye, singular. It does not, it has cyclopic vision.
That is 6 more fire damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
This thing is, interestingly, starting to droop. Things are beginning to slide. The cobblestone is beginning to ooze a little bit. Its arms do not look so beefy and muscly, but are starting to get little turkey leg, a little turkey waddle underneath of it,
Waddle.
as it seems to be melting a tiny bit.
And its eye looks like it really needs some eye drops.
It's actually like turning sideways as if it's going to slide down its body. So that means that we're going to go to Marcus. What is your turn going to look like?
Oh, I wonder if I should use my bardic inspiration. I literally have a spell slot.
Wow.
Yep. Listen, I'm a bardlock, and I'm a level 1 bard at that.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Warlock's getting so little.
That's why I added the bard in there. Otherwise we'd be fucked right now. So yeah, let's bardic inspiration. Who you know what? We're gonna give it back to Virtual Buchanan. We go back to the preacher because he did.
I'm feeling so inspired by this man.
When I get back home, all I'm gonna be doing is singing y'all praises. So yeah,
right.
inspiration him, and then oh my god, how far away am I? 70 feet now?
70 feet. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so I need to move a little bit. And then yeah, there we go. That'll work. I'll move a little bit, and then we're going to insult that ugly creature with some vicious mockery.
What type of saving throw is it?
That is a whiz.
+0. It gets a 15.
Okay, with these +0 saves, I'm getting real mad. Like,
I know. It's like the 99% chance to hit that never hits.
right.
It's like I've been rolling a lot of ones lately. Game.
Yeah. All right, so that fails, and I moved, so that'll be it.
All right, Velantrios. You have cast Spike Growth, and you have a handful of blueberries. What would you like to do?
I forgot about the good berry.
I don't know. I thought about wild shaping into something, and I was wondering, did those metallic things have any special like attacks, or is it just purely physical?
The silver in the mine is just part of the mine. They're mining out the silver that's in the mine. It's just silver.
I think he's referring to the rust monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, the rust monsters, they're dead.
Well, what I mean is, wouldn't I be able to transform into one of those?
They are not beasts.
Okay.
They are monstrosities. There are a select few monstrosities I will allow you to turn into, one of which is including an owlbear. You are not leveled up enough to do that, but these are not beasts. They are monstrosities. Right. So you would not be able to turn into a rust monster.
I mean, you could do another lion.
You could wild shape into a lion and just have 2 lions, or you could wild shape into something that flies and fly over your spike growth. You can keep concentrating on spells while you're in wild shape. You just can't cast them until you get that ability as a higher level druid.
Right, but I mean, like, as a bird, what am I really going to be able to do?
I mean, you can scratch and peck.
You have talons, depending on the bird, and you'd have peck, you'd have a fly speed.
Okay, I'll transform into a bird.
What do we got for birds?
There is, you can pick a hawk.
Oh wait, I can't do. There's no flying or swimming speed at 2nd level.
Oh right.
Oh no, you're 4th level, so it's only swim.
So no flying speed.
Darn it. Okay, never mind. My bad. My apologies. Oof.
I guess I will just sit around and look pretty.
You are in my boat.
You can certainly do that. And it is the Xorn's turn then.
Wait. Sorry.
Wait, Yofi, did you not take Eldritch Blast either?
Oh no, I did.
Okay, I was going to say 2 warlocks in one party, and neither of us have Eldritch Blast would be very funny.
No, I definitely have Eldritch Blast. I'm
it's for story reasons we don't see it yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
no, but how close is it again?
It is 140 feet away from where you all were standing at the beginning of this. I don't know how far you moved.
All right, never mind. Okay, whatever.
I know this battle is a bit weird. Why do we always do the weird battles? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So the Xorn.
The Xorn.
I'm actually nope, doesn't even need to do that. It has Chauncey right next to it. It's gonna just attack you 3 times.
Ow.
Oh. Ooh, actually no, it is going to attack you 4 times.
Oh,
Because it
Silvery
has 3
Barb.
hands and a gigantic maw. Attack number 1. That is only that's a 10. Doesn't hit.
Nope.
That is a nat 1. That doesn't hit. That's going to be a 16.
That doesn't hit.
All right, so it windmills wildly at you with its 3 arms, and then it's going to lean down and try and almost headbutt you as its mouth opens wide and tries to snap closed on you. That is a 23.
Oh no.
Silvery Barbs.
Are you within range of Silvery Barbs?
Am I within
oh.
range of silvery barbs?
How far
I
is Silvery
moved
Barbs?
closer at 60 feet. I
Yeah,
think I might
60
be.
feet. You might be. I don't think I am actually.
No, I
because
don't think you are, because
Wait.
you haven't really moved.
Did I
But
move?
you moved.
Yeah, I
It's
moved
still
last.
100. It's still 140, and you moved how far?
No.
I've moved
Yeah,
60.
Yeah. No, I'm within range because I've used my vicious
Oh
mockery.
wait, no, it's 100 and it's 110 feet because it moved again. So it's 100 and no, it's
We're
100
both
feet.
in range. We both are.
Yes,
They both
okay.
moved at least
So
30
then
feet
Silvery
ahead.
Barbs. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does not hit when I use shield.
Okay. So whatever the barrier is like comes up as it bites on and rears back, continuing to windmill angrily. And that is the end of the Xorn's turn. Back up to the top with Chauncey. There's a possibility that you'll oh yes.
don't I have to like roll for the spike damage?
Nope, it is only based on movement, sadly.
Yeah,
if you're
it
just
didn't
standing
move
in it,
'cause-
you don't take damage, but if you move, you take damage.
Yeah.
So
I
sorry,
went
Chauncey's
with
pinning it
range of
down, so it's not moving.
Bad Chauncey.
But if it does move at all, it'll take damage.
It's still there, yeah.
And Spike Growth is one of the only spells that triggers on involuntary movement as well as voluntary movement.
Yep.
Ooh, anything that'll force movement? I don't, but you guys might.
We do, in fact. 2 of us do.
I'm gonna swing at it with my big old hammer.
Awesome.
Okay. That's a 19 before my modifier, so that's like 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Or no, sorry, 27 to hit because it also gets +1 innately.
That
Cool.
hits.
Damage.
Damage.
Oh, I rolled crappy on that one.
Uh-oh.
That's 9 plus. Say that's +1 plus these 5 is what? Sorry. So that's +6 plus this is it's just 13 points of bludgeoning, fiery, magical damage.
Oof. As you slam into this thing, you feel it's no longer like hitting a cobblestone street. It's like hitting a slab of clay. This thing is not holding together. It is on the edge.
Yeah.
It is so close.
Thank you.
It's almost there, everybody. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Lovey May to start circling the spike growth so she can come help. Also, just get out of the way of other people's attacks if they're flinging fireballs.
Yep, she starts moving. Barbie run. Just Barbie run around the edge.
Yeah.
So if she dashes, she can move 80 feet. So I don't know, is that enough to get around a 20-foot radius and get next to me?
Oh God! Now we're
Now
can
we
we
have to
not pull out
calculate
the map? Do we need to
circumference.
pull out 2
Okay.
pi
Hold on.
r?
So I think spike growth is a 20-foot square, right?
It's a 20-foot cube. Yeah.
20-foot
I
cube.
thought it was
so
a 20-foot radius.
I think it's a 20-foot cube.
I think it's a cube. So
I
that's
thought it was a radius. Am
so
I
that's a
stupid?
Cube.
Am I the dumb one?
We're in geometry
It's
class
a 20
now.
foot. It is a 20-foot radius. I apologize.
Oh,
It's a 20-foot radius. It's not
Thanks.
cube.
So
I
it's a
know my
circle?
shit. It's a circle.
So if it's a circle,
It's a flat circle.
That means it's approximately 60 feet in circle. Approximately.
oh, cool. Yeah. So she's gonna dash so that she's next to Chauncey now too.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Cool.
She can't attack, but she can get to you.
Yeah, and I can have her use her reaction to give it disadvantage on one attack.
All right, cool. We'll take it.
Oh my god.
Jed, please. Despite Jed,
Take
please.
it out.
If you miss.
Okay, we're gonna, do my standard orb.
Orb slam.
attack.
Slam with
Hit it
the
with the
orb.
orb.
I love slamming my orbs. My name is Jedidiah, and I enjoy slamming orbs. What's the save?
He really likes to swing his balls around. What we're getting at.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a dexterity
DC
save?
15 dex.
It got an 18.
I
Shit.
hate this thing. I swear to God.
It still takes 3 damage.
Which is exactly lethal. You
Hell
smack
yeah.
into it,
Yes!
and it burbles horribly as it slowly turns into a red clay-like sludge that spreads across the ground, across poor Chauncey and Lovey May's feet as it bubbles. And you do see almost like a bubble form that pops. And inside of that bubble is apparently the contents of its stomach.
Lovely.
So, if I can actually get to the page that I have all of the loot on, because I went bonkers with the loot. I'm sure you will all be very happy to hear this.
You know what would have been a great move is if we waited a little bit for it to eat more before we killed it.
Yeah, let it mine some more silver for us really quick.
So it directly digests a lot of this stuff. So a lot of this stuff is useless slag. However, there are about 690 mundane gems that if you kind of sanded off the part that's pockmarked by acid, you could probably get away with selling them. It's combinations of things like rubies, emeralds, sapphires, aquamarines, ambers, things like that. There is also a sort of rose-colored, somewhat clear gemstone that is cut into a rectangle that is about the size of the palm of your hand that is completely unaffected. Additionally, there is a sort of elongated football-shaped gemstone, once again also carved with a variety of facets on it that is also entirely unaffected by the acid, and it is a diamond. There is a silver circlet, which the center that would go over the forehead appears like a sun, and the center is set a diamond.
Ooh.
There is a palm-sized moonstone, once again, also entirely unaffected by the acid. And there is a ruby that is in the shape of a heart with gold holding it together. The ruby is actually cracked in half, but put back together with gold in between it, and a golden sword has been placed through it, as if someone carefully chiseled a channel through it and stuck a golden sword. It is only about like that big, and it's actually on a ribbon, so it kind of looks like a war medal, also entirely unaffected by the acid, which means those items are most likely magical. But other than that, there is nothing else in the stomach that is useful.
Do you guys mind if I have the circlet with the sun, because it actually goes perfectly with the drawing of my tiefling?
If one of you has identify and would like to spend some time casting it, I will tell you.
So yeah, Chauncey's just gonna ritual cast identify and figure out
cool.
what's in front of us.
For these items. So the rose-colored rectangular stone is a gem of brightness.
Ooh.
The circlet is a circlet of blasting.
Oh.
You can cast Scorching Ray with it once a day if you're wearing it. For free. The war medal is a periaptive wound closure.
Yes.
The elongated football-shaped diamond is a gem of transmute spell,
Cool.
which I don't think actually exists within D&D Beyond. I think they only picked the sorcery meta magics that exist in the player's handbook, and transmute spell exists in Tasha's. So sorry, that doesn't exist in D&D Beyond. The moonstone is a luck stone.
Ooh, a luck stone.
So that gives you, I believe, +1 to all of your saves.
Okay. Do you guys mind if I have the sun and the moon thing? Because that would actually fit perfectly with my character's general theme.
Let me see. Is the luck stone in the Dungeon Master's Guide? It
Well, I
should be.
certainly haven't any particular use for it.
What was the moon one?
It's a luck stone, and
The moonstone, yeah.
It increases like your saving throws.
It also increases your skill checks. So yeah.
Nope, it is not in the
+1 to ability checks and saving throws.
Yes. So it would be your acrobatics checks or your stealth checks. You would get a +1 to.
It also gives a bonus to initiative. Damn.
I'm kind of a skill monk. Could I maybe do that one if nobody minds?
You want the luck stone?
I'm skill monkey, like very much so. So I feel like that'd be helpful.
Okay. You can get that, and I'll be the combustion man from Avatar.
That works.
What were the other things?
As long as I wrote them down. There is a gem of brightness, a circlet of blasting, which he claimed, the periapt of wound closing, which I think gives you a free death save or something like that.
No, it stabilizes you as soon as you go down.
Yeah, that's
at the beginning of your turn, you are stable. However, that does not stop you if a monster were to say stomp on you twice, you would die.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of your turn, if you are dying, you are stabilized. If you die, it doesn't work. But if you are dying, you are stabilized.
Yes.
So you do not need to make saving throws until somebody decides to punch your corpse in the face.
Yeah.
I feel like
there's the gem of transmute spell, and then the luck stone, which Marcus claimed if nobody wants it.
Yeah. And then Colton, do you want the mending one?
The wound of wound closure?
Yeah.
I think it probably makes sense. I've been going down.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
And that one is on Beyond. I know you can get that one.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, and that way
the
we all
only
get
one that I don't think is on Beyond is the transmute spell. So that, and also I believe that is the only consumable item.
Yes.
So it will become a 50 gold piece diamond once you use it to transmute a spell. Everything else is an item that, while you do not need to attune to any of these items, actually, I think the periaptive wound closure you do need to attune to, and the luck stone. Never mind. But yeah, the rest of the items are permanent items, and then there's 690 gold pieces of assorted gemstones.
All right, 1 second. What's 690 divided by 4?
It's an awkward number.
$172.50. Or 172 gold and 50.
Okay, so 172.
Yeah.
And somebody gets 174.
Because I am not trying to break that down into silver and copper.
I'm gonna take the 174 because you guys got the good stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, there's still. Do you want?
I'll take a gem of brightness.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it does nothing, but I'll take it if nobody else will. I'll find something to do with it.
It does stuff.
I have dark vision. I don't need a gem of brightness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can blind people with it, but next level I get an infusion that lets me blind people with weapons too.
Okay.
And then there's the transmute spell. So,
but that only works
transmute
once.
spell. I'm gonna say one of you guys should take transmute spell because Chauncey has like no spells that deal damage other than caustic brew.
I don't either.
I'll take it. I can take it when it's a diamond also to cast Revivify.
Yes, you can. There you go.
True.
Cool. So that takes
it's only a 50 gold piece diamond, but sure, you'd have to add a few. I have ruled that you do not need specifically a single diamond that is that. You can have a handful of assorted diamonds as long as the value all adds up to the required thing.
Where do I do the gold in my inventory?
So you have to be full screened again. If you go to your inventory,
It's annoying.
it's not actually in your inventory. It's a teeny little icon at the top right that says gold. And if you are carrying gold, it will be gold.
Long rest, subscribe.
It's
D&D Beyond is weird.
It's inside that section. So like if you look at the inventory section, it's the same place you go for actions, spells, then there's inventory.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. There's a teeny little icon. You click on that.
Yep.
And then you can add all the, they almost like hide it.
Also,
Bizarre.
For immersion's sake, like I forgot to do it in process, but Chauncey's Misty Steps don't look like, it looks like little wisps that turn into little bats fly off of him.
So it's like Bayonetta.
Love it.
It's like Bayonetta.
We are continuing the Bayonetta theme.
And whenever he goes to like ritual cast any like detect magic or identify, he just pulls out like a pair of like sunglasses from his bag and starts inscribing things on them for 10 minutes before slipping them on his face to cast the spell.
Love it. That's beautiful.
All right. So now that we have everything divvied up.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't add that Lux. But
Gem of Brightness.
Yeah.
Simultaneously useful and useless.
I might just put it in an item. It'll be fine.
Wait, I have Cursed Luckstone. That's a thing I can add.
It is not a cursed Luckstone. It is a normal, everyday, average Joe Schmo Luckstone. No curses here.
That item is not coming up for me.
Weird. This is why I keep my character sheet on a blank PDF.
Yay. All right, I'll figure it out later.
What's my head thing called?
Oh,
Circlet
the Circlet
of Blasting.
Yes.
Yeah, it allows you to cast Scorching Ray once per dawn without spending a spell slot.
Love it.
It also doesn't require attunement, so it's kind of handy.
Yeah.
Just to have an extra spell in your pocket.
Yeah, with a good range too. So you could have been like in the last fight, you could have thrown a Scorching Ray at it in one round.
Oh, Stone of Good Luck.
Oh, it's a Stone of Good Luck. Oh, okay.
That's what they call it.
I thought it was a luck stone, but
it's all good.
Cool. Good to know that we're consistent.
It is. It's Stone of Good Luck, parentheses, Luckstone.
God damn it, D&D Beyond.
Like, literally.
All right. So now that we are done divvying up the loot from this...
I'm sorry.
from this Xorn, we will see you all. We're going to end the episode. We will see you all in a little bit. We are going to be going on a little holiday break. We all have families to go and see and things to go and do with said families. So it is going to be a bit before we start shooting again, but we will see you again soon. Don't miss us too much. We'll see you next time.